Everywhere you turn, all you see is this relationship. It's been publicized on news outlets, social media, football games, and even the big stage. I know it doesn't seem like a big thing and it seems harmless and it could be swept under the rug, but I want to shed some light on biblical truth and what we need to know about this. And before I even begin, I don't want to sound like I'm a hater. They have their relationship. I really don't care. I just want to talk about what's really going on here.
And send Travis and Taylor a giant congratulations for being engaged. Yeah! The proposal heard round the world.
I believe that many of us look at athletes or even pop stars or anyone who's famous, and sometimes we have desires to have what they have or to be in a situation that they're in. And I completely get it. It's cool to enjoy what these athletes can do, what these pop stars, they have talents, and sometimes we wish we had those same things. However, I believe that with this relationship that's being displayed, with how athletes are viewed in today's day and age, I think they can be idolized beyond what we understand. There's a lot of people in this world, including myself at a time, where I desired to be an NFL player. I looked up to so many different NFL players like Barry Sanders, Reggie Bush, Calvin Johnson, and I just told myself I want to be just like them. I bought their jerseys. I went to different football games. I'm in the Detroit area, so I definitely went to those Lions games. But there came a time where it got so obsessive that it changed the way I act. It changed the way I thought. And it's like I put my identity in these athletes because that's the life I wanted to live. That's the life I desired. And I think a lot of us, we sit in that same scope of athletes or anyone who has that type of fame, and we desire that same lifestyle. And with the way the media is publicizing this relationship, I think a lot of people are idolizing what they have as well. And it can turn into something very ugly very quickly. Because in times like this, we put these people on a pedestal, not knowing behind the scenes, they're just like us. They're average human beings that have talent, and it's enjoyable to watch and to be entertained. But we hold these people on a standard to where they almost become our savior. When we put on those jerseys, when we go to those concerts, it's very important that we check our heart posture in those moments. Are we idolizing these people to the point where they're God and now they're replacing the very own God that created you and I? Because idolatry is like a slow festering wound. Something that has once been so small can turn into something so big as well. And then it becomes our identity. One thing I want you to take note of is this verse right here. Exodus 20, verse 3. God specifically tells us, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me." Because we have a jealous God, a God that desires our heart, a God that wants all of us in one place. He doesn't want our focus on the things of this world, the things that give us constant entertainment, that feed our flesh, and in turn our flesh continues to want more. And one question I've been thinking about lately, how can we operate in this life when our entire purpose and focus is rooted in other people? We then become shells of ourselves that walk around with no identity, with no purpose, worshiping people who are just as flawed as ourselves. Personally, I've desired to be like other people at one point. And it's a call for us to be focused on our own lives, to truly have no idol in our life, to only have one person that we look up to, and that's the Lord. Making sure that Jesus is at the forefront of our mind, even if we like NFL players, even if we like pop stars and people in the entertainment industry. It's okay to like that. It's okay to like all of that. But when we start desiring to be like somebody else, or we start desiring to have what other people have, such as a relationship, such as fame, such as athletic ability, that's when we walk out of the will for what God truly has for us. I'm gonna end with this. Really take a look on how you view other people, on who you follow. Check if they've become idols in your life and cast them out, because you and I have been created so uniquely that we have our own special abilities. We have our own things that God has in place for us. All he's asking from us is to follow. So whatever the media is pushing, it's usually not something we should follow. Let me know what you guys think about the media hyping this relationship up and showing us every bit and piece of it in the comments. Let me know what you want me to talk about next, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.